Now, the title is interesting because it's like, is she talking to herself? Is she talking to somebody else? Is she breaking up with somebody? Like, hey, you're on your own, kid. I'm leaving you. Is she talking to herself? Like, hey, you're on your own again. You know, sometimes that can be the refrain in your head. Ah, you're on your own again. Tried that relationship. Didn't work. Maybe you're destined to be alone forever. You have that little negative Nancy in your back of your head. I always think of my Aunt Nancy when I say negative, and she's like the most positive person in the world. Maybe all Nancys have to be positive. Not to get off on a Nancy tangent, but about to start a reaction, and I'm making up these words as I go. Oh, hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing well. All right, so the world knows Taylor Swift is once again single, ready to mingle. So much of why people get so angry and so upset about who Taylor Swift dates and who she's with and who she associates herself with is because the world is just unfair to so many people. And I think a lot of people just enjoy her music and are kind of curious about her life and find her kind of fun and interesting, but don't take that sort of personal stake. Like, you just wish her well. You just hope she finds somebody good, and not everybody has to be in a relationship to be good. And it is with that in mind that today we listen to the song You Are On Your Own, Kid, because she's on her own. Kid means a lot of things to be on your own, some of them good, sometimes bad.
Summer went away, still the yearning stays. I play it cool with the best of them. I wait patiently, he's gonna notice me. It's okay, we're the best of friends. Anyway, I hear it in your voice. You're smoking with your boys. I touch my phone as if it's your face. I didn't choose this town, dream of getting out. There's just one who could make me stay. All my days, from sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes, I waited ages to see you there. I searched the party of better bodies just to learn that you never cared. You're on your own, kid. You always have been. I see the great escape, so long Daisy May. I picked the petals, he loves me not. Something different bloomed, writing in my room. I play my songs in the parking lot. I'll run away from sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes. I called a taxi to take me there. I searched the park always have been.
All right. Good to be back in the Taylor Swift-averse. Start with opening up just that pulse in D, F sharp minor, G. Not a standard chord progression for her at all. We're in D, then we go the half step up to G. I love that sitting in that B minor at the end of the verse also just.
I'll run away.
I love the kind of optimism of the sound of the vocal with the negative or kind of sardonic, and she can be very sardonic lyrics, but it has that opening pulse just makes you think. Just kind of has that revving up, raring to go thing. And then when the chorus comes in, and I love just the smushed in together, the whole title of the song, the chorus is really the smallest kind of part of the song. You're on your own, kid. Just like that, just kind of tossed out. Now the title is interesting because it's like, is she talking to herself? Is she talking to somebody else? Is she breaking up with somebody? Like, hey, you're on your own, kid. I'm leaving you. Is she talking to herself? Like, hey, you're on your own again. You know, sometimes that can be the refrain in your head. Ah, you're on your own again. Tried that relationship. Didn't work. Maybe you're destined to be alone forever. You have that little negative Nancy in your back of your head. I always think of my Aunt Nancy when I say negative, and she's like the most positive person in the world. Maybe all Nancys have to be positive. Not to get off on a Nancy tangent, but summer went away, still the yearning stays. I play it cool with the best of them. Patiently, he's gonna notice me. It's okay, we're the best of friends. Ooh, I love landing in the B minor there. So immediately I'm thinking of high school or camp. Okay, so now I'm thinking about camp. Summer went away, still the yearning stays. I've talked about this in other videos, but I used to go to camp, and it was like a 7-week, 8-week sleepaway camp. And you just go into a different world. When you're that age, and it's like the oldest person there is like 22, make friendships and you make relationships that are indelible. Some of my closest friends to this day are people I've known that I went to camp with. At the end of camp, what happens is like, oh my God, I have a whole like 8-9 months before I see these people again. The wanting to be noticed. I'm always noticed. I'm 6'5", I'm huge. You notice me. Whether or not you notice me in a good way or a bad way, you know, especially if you go on the New York subway. I used to live in New York, and if you, the morning rush to get to work, if you happen to be a giant man who's trying to force his way into the subway so you're not late, you'll get looks and you'll get sighs, and people might even mention it to you. But she just wants to be noticed. She just wants to be seen. So many people are just invisible. Then you get the sense that she isn't noticed. It's okay. We're the best of friends anyway. And you get kind of a heartbreak feel from that. We're the best of friends anyway, which is not where she wants to be. She doesn't want to be in the friend zone with this person. She wants to be something more, right? A lot of people talk about the friend zone, like getting trapped in the friend zone. Like, it's like if you're better friends, then it's even harder to get out of that zone. I want us to be less good friends and more active sexual partners. Hear it in your voice, you're smoking with your boys. Touch my phone as if it were your face. Screw that up, I didn't choose this town. I dream of getting out. There's just one who could make me stay. I love that line. I touch my phone as if it's your face. What a specific lyric to this time. We all know, we can all picture it. She's showing us her affection for this guy, her love for this guy. Right? And that's a classic writing lesson, show, don't tell. I didn't choose this town. I dream of getting out. There's just one who could make me stay all my days. And it's almost like you hear her saying, like, made me stay in the sense that I don't even pursue, I just stay and like be this person's like girlfriend, and we build a life together, and I don't focus on my career, right? Clearly it's something she still thinks about. I wonder if she's still touching her phone, thinking about his face, you know?
From sprinkler splashes to fireplace ashes, I gave my blood, sweat, and tears for this. I hosted parties and starved my body like I'd be saved by a perfect kiss. The jokes weren't funny, I took the money. My friends from home don't know what to say. I looked around in a blood-soaked gown and I saw something they can't take away. 'Cause there were pages turned with the bridges burned. Everything you lose is a step you take. So make the friendship race. Let's take the moment and taste it. You got no reason to be afraid. You're on your own, kid. Yeah, you can face this. You're on your own, kid. You always have been.
I know I'm getting emotional, but again, 6'5". I didn't really. Okay, so Ice Spice is on Karma. Okay, so Karma was the one we'll do that next time. Okay, a lot. Okay, here we go. I get such a strong feeling of Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan, which is such an emotional song to me. There's something about the duality of being on your own that's so poignant to me. I love the kind of cockeyed optimism there, but it's also tempered with the emotion of being alone. To be alone is both good and bad. It's good that you end a relationship that isn't right for you, but it's also bad that you end the relationship, right? It's so many different things. First spring, first ashes, the fireplace ashes. I waited ages to see you there. Search the party, better bodies, just to learn that you never care. You're on your own, kid. You always have been. Then back to the D, right, for the verse. And then it's such a stark jump from I waited ages to see you there, to I searched the party for better bodies. Search, present tense. I search the party of better bodies just to learn that you never cared. You're on your own, kid. You always have been. So it sounds like she's saying this to herself. You're on your own, kid. You always have been. You've always been on your own. Is she an only child? Oh, she's not. She has a brother. Austin Kingsley. He has appeared in or produced several of her music videos. Okay, so they're cool. So she gets along with her bro. All right, good. Okay. It seems as if she's trying to recreate that feeling almost of being that age and that kind of, she's chasing after that, but she realizes she can't get there. Like, I called a taxi to take me there, but I couldn't get there. I created this party. It's like, it's not like that party, the party when you were a kid. It's an interesting parallel to draw between those first kind of parties you have when you're a kid, when you really have so much more fun, where you just, you almost pass out from laughing because you're all laughing so hard, to when you get older and then the parties become kind of political and weird and all that stuff. Something different bloomed. Writing in my room. I play my songs in the parking lot. I'll run away. It's almost like a love song to herself. Well, he loves me not. So what do I learn? I learned to love myself. Not necessarily in a vanity way, not in a way of like, oh, I'm the best person. But I learned through this disappointment, through this heartbreak, to be my own person, And she's celebrating that. She's celebrating that she's on her own. And it's the sadness that goes with that, with being single, as she is right now, I guess. And like the freedom of that. The ability to truly, it's the opportunity to truly know yourself. If you're in a bad relationship, if you're in a poisonous relationship, whether it's a relationship or a friendship or whatever the hell it is, it can keep you from dealing with stuff internally that's in you, that is your angst, that's your pain. You're on your own, kid. You always have been. It's such a poignant line. It's such a poignant thing to say. You're on your own, but to say it positively. I gave my blood, sweat, and tears for this. I hosted parties and starved my body. Like I'd be saved by a perfect kiss. I'll recreate the social environment where I felt that way when I was younger. And I'll starve my body to literally be as thin as possible, right? Which I understand is many people's aesthetic, is not mine. Ladies, feel free to have a sandwich every now and then. The jokes weren't funny. I took the money. My friends from home don't know what to say. So now she's literally saying the jokes weren't funny, which makes me think of maybe she was fake laughing at jokes to be polite and to ingratiate herself. I took the money. It's kind of like I made the deal with, I don't think she made a deal with the devil. Who knows? You know what I mean? But like I took the money. I took the bribe. I did the thing. I faked it a little bit to make it, right? My friends from home don't know what to say because they think I'm different than I was, maybe. I looked around in a blood-soaked gown, which is a very fascinating line. Because again, it seems like we're talking about literal, deliberate things here, and then the blood-soaked gown is much more metaphorical. Immediately I thought of Carrie, the movie Carrie. I don't know if that's what she's talking about, but kind of a gown, I get the sense of like the dance and everything falling apart and like Cinderella, somebody in a gown, but it's blood-soaked, so it's been destroyed. I saw something they can't take away. So she feels like things are being taken from her. But this is a lesson they can't take away. This is a truth they can't take away. At the end of the day, being true to yourself, loving yourself in that way, finding yourself on your own in that way is such a spectacular lesson. It's such a personal lesson. It's so hard, and it's so rare that you kind of get that song about it. because there were pages turned with the bridges burned. Like every time I burned a bridge, I moved on, I went to a new place in my life. Everything you lose is a step you take, putting it behind you, making the best of it, moving forward. So make the friendship bracelets. Of course, that brings back camp ideas, like make your life camp, make your life what it was. Take the moment and taste it. You've got no reason to be afraid, and you'll learn the same lesson. And it's a great lesson to learn, that you're on your own. It could seem like a dark message. It could seem like a glass half empty, negative message. To me, it's a very positive one. It's that the scariest thing in the world, which is that you're on your own, is true, but it's also not as bad as you think it is. What do you think? I know this is a beloved song. It doesn't have a music video, so I guess it maybe not one of the bigger hits. But this is the only video I could find. It was a lyric video of it. So let me know what you think. Do you like this song? Do you agree with me? Did you go to camp? Did you have the same kind of summertime hijinks and emotional tumult that many others did? Not to bring us full circle, but maybe that's one of the reasons that she was able to end this relationship now rather than later on, because she understands herself. Anyway, let me know what you think. Please subscribe. Consider liking and subscribing. Let me know, and check out my Maddie Healy video. Check out all my Taylor Swift videos. And until next time, keep playing.